Este fue la última pelea antes de esta, mi gente. ¿Y cómo están ustedes en este día de hoy? Bienvenidos a JuanSabeloTodoDeportes. Y con ustedes su anfitrión, Juan Sabelo Todo. Aquí en vivo y directo, mi gente. Y esto es totalmente gratis. Totalmente gratis. Vengan a disfrutar una noche de boxeo aquí con Juan Sabelo Todo. Y ustedes saben que es mi placer. Se pueden conectar por vía de la plataforma de YouTube. Pueden hablar conmigo en vivo, si desean, en los chats. Y ya ustedes saben, lo primero que me gustaría que pongan ahí en el chat es de dónde me visitan. Y así comenzamos la conversación.
Getting 2 points for the Houston Hitmen. So that was a highlight for them. Well, in our scoring, it's launch rounds, middle rounds, and the money rounds. They all add up. The money rounds is where the coaching decisions comes in, but the launch rounds get us started.
What are you looking for in the launch round?
Let's look right at the very first fight with Natalie Zampotenko, who you talked about, and she'll be tonight fighting for the first time twice on a TBL card, so that's new for her. She's taking on Jessica Delboni, who is not only in her TBL debut, but also in her pro debut, so that's a tall mountain for her to climb, but she's trying to pull the upset.
Early time of the season, great time for players to make their mark. We're so happy to be joined by the third member of our broadcast team, Amelia Moore. How are you? How's the vibe? And what's your storyline coming into tonight?
De esos que están allá afuera ahora mismo, como el que yo estoy participando ahora mismo, que es para integrar ese amor del deporte en los corazones de los individuales, así como ustedes y como yo.
Houston Hitmen have to be able to come out with a win tonight, and they're both just vying for it. So tonight, Coach Benny is going to be heading the team. Coach Ryan is away at the Masters Ringside World Championship at Madison Square Garden. So Coach Benny stepping up. And I had an opportunity to get into talk to Brian Caldwell of the Houston Hitmen. So this is his first season. Obviously, this is the second fight that they're going to be in now that we're in week 3. And he's very aware that we have to be able to keep the momentum and make a statement tonight. So I think we're going to be able to see the energy really come up with both of these teams tonight. I'm super excited.
All right, thank you, Amelia. We'll be hearing a lot from you throughout the course of the night. Well, we set the table. Now it's going to be time to get to the action. The Houston Hitmen and the NYC and enter the big matchup tonight. Stay with us.
Y estamos entrando a anuncios, ya ustedes saben que yo cojo esta oportunidad para hablarle un poco de todo lo que viene para acá.
Deporte en vivo. Juan Sabelo Todo. Luces encendidas, ya se siente la presión. El estadio vibra fuerte con cada transmisión.
Entonces, mi gente, como ustedes pueden ver ahora mismo, están mirando en pantalla. Si ven en la parte de arriba, ven que ahí está Quién, 153, que es una comedia, que es en serie. Y entonces tenemos el capítulo número 6, el 7 y el 8, que van a salir entre esta semana y la próxima semana. So, para que estén pendientes a eso, recuerden visitar a JuanSabeloTodo con la S animación. Y eso es todo junto, así como te lo están oyendo, sin espacio. Entonces tenemos JuanSabeloTodo animación. Ahí están las animaciones que son de pantalla completa, en otra palabra video largo, como dicen, y tenemos video corto. Tenemos también a JuanSabeloTodo Gaming, que es el canal de los juegos. Tenemos a JuanSabeloTodo Gaming Cortos, que es el canal de los juegos. de los canales Juan Sabe Lo Todo. Y en ese canal se ha dedicado para la música latina y también gringa, también música gringa, para el mundo, a donde tocan las mejores canciones en grita 100% por el suyo y amado Juan Sabe Lo Todo. Y veamos que ya esto va a comenzar, vamos a regresar al programa.
Encendido, público activo, YouTube creciendo, todo positivo, TikTok e Insta vienen después, pero aquí comenzamos otra vez. En vivo, la pasión.
Tim Smith Spirits. Fans, don't forget you can stream every moment of TBL Season 4 on the Team Boxing League app. Available on Apple TV 4K, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, Apple and Android devices.
Ok, todavía no hemos entrado al tema del boxeo de hoy.
It's Fight Night!
Noche de pelea.
Let's meet the reigning, defending TBL champion.
Vamos a conocer el equipo que está defendiendo en este día de hoy. Aquí vienen entrando todos, como ustedes pueden ver. Oh, pero esto es desde heavyweight para abajo, mi gente. Ese que viene ya adelante es heavyweight.
And the other thing I love about team boxing is that they are ringside, they stay there for the entire
pero mi gente, estamos aquí para ver un tremendo pleito, mi gente. Hay muchos boxeadores aquí. Esto parece como que vamos a ver como 10 peleas más o menos. Déjame ver, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, espérate, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, parece que van a haber 11 peleas, mi gente. Esta es mi primera vez que estoy haciendo y transmitiendo este evento, pero ya es un evento que me lo han entregado a mí como responsabilidad de enseñárselo a ustedes y compartir con ustedes este amor al boxeo. Denme un segundito que tengo una gente haciendo unas preguntas aquí.
Golden Gloves champion and current ABO regional champion, featherweight Alexander Castellano. Multi-time national champion, featherweight Angelides Lopez Mendez. Puerto Rican national champion, lightweight Jose Adriel Diaz. Super lightweight, the German Gypsy, Katarina Lehner.
Y están viendo ahí ustedes los nombres en pantalla de cada uno de estos boxeadores, mi gente.
Serbian national champion and silver medalist at the 2024 European Championships, heavyweight Dusan Miletic. Featherweight Abril Mulan Anguiano. Light heavyweight Sean McCalman.
Este peso completo.
Tully Tessia Goliath Eves. Heavyweight.
Otro peso completo aquí. De edad de 38 años, 6 pies con 6 pulgadas, mi gente. Tremendo gigante aquí. Bueno, yo no quisiera que nadie me dé así con esa altura, ¿no?
Your hometown, Houston Hitman.
Aquí viene el segundo equipo, mi gente. Se llaman los Hitmen de Houston.
They're coming in on a mission. Obviously, the week 1 of the season wasn't as they wanted it to go.
Déjenme yo mutear este momento, mi gente, porque la música no la puedo streamear en mi canal.
Turn the ship around here.
Pero aquí comenzamos otra vez en vivo.
Como podemos ver, aquí vienen también las mujeres. Esto va a ser una noche llena de boxeo. Y también hay aquí boxeo para las mujeres, para que se entretengan también y pasen un momento agradable. También acuérdense que estos son momentos también que se pueden compartir con los hijos.
Se siente la rutina.
No se olviden de eso.
Día tras día, construyendo disciplina. Somos familia deportiva.
Y si están viendo esta transmisión, después que ya fue grabada, déjenme entre los comentarios de dónde me visitan para yo tirarle un shout out en el próximo stream que yo haga.
Desde soccer hasta basquetbol, vóley, fútbol bajo el sol, wrestling, tenis, lo mejor. Juan Sabelo todo, puro motor. La pasión la llevo conmigo. El deporte corre en mi sonido.
Esta se ve que está en el super peso liviano.
Wrestling, tenis, lo mejor. Juan Sabelo todo.
Otro ve aquí, Manuel Sagoni.
La pasión la llevo conmigo. El deporte corre en mi sonido.
Como siempre estamos los latinos representando en todas partes. Tenemos un par de latinos aquí también en este evento.
Lo mejor, Juan Sabelo todo. Puro motor. Hey, hey. Deporte en vivo. Hey, hey.
Peso completo liviano.
Seguimos en vivo. No olvides suscribirte para no perderte ninguno de mis eventos. Si eres fanático de los deportes, mi canal es el que debes seguir.
Peso completo.
Y recuerda avisarles a tus amigos.
En este momento están pidiendo a todo el mundo que se quiten las cosas y que se paren, porque van a cantar el himno americano. Entonces vamos ahora a integrar eso en el programa de hoy.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Send it in. That was quite a rendition.
Vamos para encima entonces, que esto comienza ahora. Esto comienza ahora. Vamos a ver lo que hay aquí. Acción programada para este día de hoy.
Fighters getting set, waiting for the announcement to get us going. Dolboni and Sempeteca. TBL debut for Jessica Del Boni.
Fans stream every moment of TBL Season 4 live on the Team Boxing League app. Available on Apple TV 4K, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, iPhone and Android devices. Don't miss a second of TBL Team Boxing League action with the Team Boxing League app. Welcome to the launch rounds. Round 1 is in the bantamweight division. In the blue corner for the NYC Attitude, 14-time national champion, Natalie Zimpotika. In the red corner for the Houston Hitmen, Jessica Del Boni.
And she's moving up here, does Del Boni, because she fought at 105 in an atomweight championship. Lost a very close decision. So now what will 2 weight classes mean for her?
Yeah, 32-year-old Brazilian who is taking on a tough task tonight against Zimpotika. She's come out aggressively here.
Trying to get inside the jab and work inside.
Zimpotika looked really good in beating Lysandra Contreras in the season opener. I tell you, Del Boni landing a nice right hand there. She's been aggressive offensively, but Zimpotika is showing her that good left hook.
You know, Del Boni was in some good competition, which it's hard to measure until you come in here and see them.
Zimpotika has a really good arsenal of punches, a good hook. We've seen her jab, also straight right, which she demonstrates to us right there. So she's a very well-schooled boxer.
This, of course, our round to watch. The women so often get us off to a good start, good energy. They really go right at each other.
There's the left hook from Zimpotika. She has a really solid hook, and it's very accurate. And there we saw it as a check hook. So she's ramping up the offense.
Starting to get comfortable about where she is here. Have to take a little bit of time to maybe assess where you are, get maybe a minute, and then go to work and try to find weaknesses.
Yeah, and that's kind of what happened in this round, isn't it, for Zimpotika? Del Boni had some good moments early.
Continue to show the good action here, back and forth, good right hand got through.
Zimpotika, just a very good combination puncher, and Del Boni, she's hanging in there, you know. We mentioned this was a tough task for her, but she's been undaunted. She has, you know, probably not in a position to win this round, but she has certainly hung in there and done her share of offense.
Yeah, she's been tough and moving up. Yes, especially from 105 to 118. That's going to be a Grand Canyon type of a move.
It's a big move. Later on tonight, we're going to see a 168-pounder go up to cruiserweight. So some folks moving up, and that's for Houston as well.
So they'll come to the end.
Que yo estaba contestando y preparando y arreglando un error que hice en el título de
Zimpotika just early on in the match, Del Boni was trying to land and throwing some pretty good right hands and getting some good work done. Then Zimpotika really started to take control of the round. We just saw a nice right hand there from Zimpotika.
So somebody gets this W here. Will get us off to our start.
The winner of this round by the score of 1-0 out of the blue corner for the NYC Attitude,
1-0. Al favor del equipo ahí de Nueva York, de la ciudad de Nueva York.
2-0 now in TBL.
Number 32, known to bring the heat. Round 2 is in the featherweight division. In the blue corner for the NYC Attitude, two-time Golden Gloves champion, current ABO regional champion, Alexander.
Este se ha ganado, mi gente. Se ha ganado los guantes de oro.
In the red corner for the Houston Hitmen, Ishmael Bennett.
Como veamos, lo de rojo son de Houston y lo de verde son de la ciudad de Nueva York.
So we'll see if Houston can try and even the score here. Castellano, a former two-time Buffalo Golden Gloves champion, former Buffalo Boxer of the Year.
Se ganó los guantes de oro.
Interesting how many different circuits matter to the fighters, and then they meet in the melting pot.
Yeah, it's a very good point. Both these boxers who made their Team Boxing League debut in the opening or during this season, they both lost twice, but they're hoping they can turn that around here this evening.
Let's take a quick look at Castellano. Get a good look at some of the accomplishments that he's had. Talked about that the Buffalo championships he's had. Bring it all up. Regional bantamweight champion.
And likes to hit the links now and then for some golf.
It's a great pastime.
Yeah, both these men are trying to get their first ever Team Boxing League win after a couple losses in both their respective season openers. Tough one for Castellano against a very clever lefty, Rasheed Brown. Facing a righty this time, though, a little easier stylistically for him.
Halfway through, looking to see who's going to get off the mark. Castellano trying to do it behind his jab. Good one got in there.
He had a hard time against Brown landing that punch. Sometimes it is tougher against the lefty, but tonight Castellano is really throwing that very, very well against Bennett.
And Rasheed Brown, one of the top fighters in the league. So may not work in some instances, and then you keep trying at a different week against a righty, as you said, works out a little better for him. And then that sets up the jab, and a good right hand by Castellano.
Yeah, he is getting that. I mean, the jab does that, right? So, but it's setting up that right hand beautifully, and he's showing a good variety, Castellano, of punches. Bennett is trying to get off offensively, but it's just been a struggle for him. And Bennett is 2-0 as a pro, and his last pro fight was February 19th. So he's back here in the TBL trying to change what happened in the season opener.
Fighters warned about the headbutts as they've both been coming together trying to be aggressive. Right, so Castellano had a lot of moments in this fight. Let's see if he gets a point. His teammates think that he will.
Well, the right hand was a punch that landed a lot for Castellano, set up mostly by jabs, but in that case he was just able to land it as a lead right hand, and counter left hooks as well there.
The winner of this round by a score of 1-0 out of the blue corner for the NYC Attitude, Alexander Castellano.
So
NYC leads 2-0.
2 for New York. Good effort by Castellano.
Round 3 is in the featherweight division. In the blue corner for the NYC Attitude, multi-time national champion, Bienvenidos.
Campeona nacional.
In the red corner for the Houston Hitmen, Janisha Indira Morandi.
Well, two ways to look at Morandin. That slow to get out of the blocks in TBL, but then on her first occasion this year, nice victory over Leanne Calderon. And when you get that first one to start the season, may kickstart the idea that it will be a different year for you.
Yeah, she split her matches with Calderon, but you're right, she did get a win there. That was her first TBL win against, now she has a total of 5 losses, but you're right, it could be a momentum changer for her. And against Mendez, who is 10-7 in team boxing and a good performer who won her fight last week, or in the season opener against Maria Antunes, it's a lot to face. Good left hook by Mendez.
And Mendez pursuing and loading up, and you can sense the confidence that she's got. Mendez trying to cut off the ring. Good combination here by Mendez.
Morandin, another Brazilian fighter. 31-year-old who's not had a win as a regular pro boxing beyond TBL, so she's hoping to get her second team boxing league win.
Mendez teeing off, and you see not only the effect of these, but earlier, just the idea if you're bigger than your opponent, that they can't fire at you.
Yeah, she is. You could feel her being a lot stronger than Morandin. Morandin's landed some pretty good jabs, but the strength factor, good body work also by Mendez. Really good work by her.
Uppercut by Mendez. She's done a nice job at containing Morandin.
You know, based on her performance last week and what we're seeing here, don't you feel Dave Mendez is looking to have a really good season this year in the team boxing league?
Yeah, she's going to be off to a nice start. This is a good way to build for her. Really like her fundamentals and digging in and getting the most of these punches. She really rips the body shot here.
Switching lefty a little bit, Mendez, so giving us a different look in this round.
Sometimes you do it when you just think everything's going so well. I'll try something else.
Yeah, and some people might say, why change? But as you say, it's experimenting. And she's doing a great job. Morandin has done a good job of moving.
¡Qué trompa! ¡Qué derechazo! ¡Qué derechazo! ¡Otro derechazo al cuerpo!
Morandin was able to do the move, but it was hard for her to do the stick.
Le tira un hook derecho ahí que si la coge, la manda afuera a la audiencia a sentar. Yo creo que ella cortó la otra, creo que vi sangre.
Get a look at how that came down.
And we can hear those punches landing.
Oye, cómo se dan esos golpes, así no están cayendo. Tremendo golpe, le metió.
Big right hands by Mendez. That was very impressive.
Eso se la llevó Nueva York también, ese punto, mi gente. Podemos ver que ya hace un punto para Nueva York. Entonces,
got Rodriguez for New York against one of the hopes for Houston.
Out of the blue corner, for the NYC Attitude, NYC leads 3-0.
By Mendez.
Tonight's fights are powered by Balance of Nature.
Here comes
our fighters fuel with clean carbs
Rodriguez
and real ingredients.
And Alpo.
And now you can too. Grab their new guiltless snacks and get 35% off right now with code TEAM at balanceofnature.com. Round 4 is in the lightweight division. In the blue corner for the NYC Attitude, Puerto Rican national champion, Jose Adriel Diaz. In the red corner for the Houston Hitmen, Jaden Alpo.
That's Diaz is 3-2 in the TBL. 2-0 with 2 knockouts as a pro. And Alpo, you saw in the highlights at the start, created some thunder for Houston.
And this is a match where Houston would hope to maybe change their fortunes a little bit in this contest, because they pin their hopes on Alpo based on his excellent performance to open this season.
Let's take another look at Jose Rodriguez. Some of his highlights: 38 amateur fights, 18 knockouts. Qualifier in the 2024 Paris Olympics. Pretty good set of credentials for this New York Attitude fighter.
Rodriguez is kind of a wild swinger, and there's one of those wide right hooks, but he's got the good straight left hand, so he's trying to use that effectively here tonight.
The risk-reward strategy for Diaz, which opens it up for Alpo. That's how he scored his knockdown.
And, you know, Rodriguez went down in his first TBL match this season from a left hook that got there.
So if you gamble, you can come up big, or you can be on the floor.
And there's Alpo trying to land that left hook, which is a good one for him. He's also got a good uppercut, which we haven't seen yet from Alpo, because they haven't been on the inside really for him to throw it.
That's Diaz continuing to go bombs away.
Yeah, the hand speed of Diaz has been impressive in this matchup, and it's creating a very close match.
Power opportunities for both fighters, and a good left hand by Diaz right on the chin.
A lot of problems for Alpo with the left-handed style of Diaz Rodriguez right now, but there's the left hook from Alpo, and as I mentioned, Rodriguez had gone down with that punch in the TBL opener against Angel Hernandez.
Key for Alpo is that even though he's been at risk, he has been able to keep himself at a good distance.
¡Qué derechazo directamente a la quija! No sé cómo se quedó parado. Y se terminó este pleito, mi gente. Tremendo derechazo a la quija.
So Jose Diaz Rodriguez.
Yo creo que otro punto para lo de Nueva York.
Good action in that last round. Close touch.
Y parece que ellos vinieron a llevarse todos los puntos.
Good right.
Yeah, that's just, you know, Rodriguez has showed us that punch a lot in this fight, and he's looking pretty good here.
The winner of this round by the score of 2-0. In the blue corner for the NYC Attitude, Jose Adriel Diaz. NYC leads 5-0.
Jose Adriel Diaz Rodriguez punctuates an excellent start by the New York City Attitude. That made 5-0. The Attitude is flying.
Y
Seguimos en vivo. No olvides suscribirte para no perderte ninguno de mis eventos. Si eres fanático de los deportes, mi canal es el que debes seguir. Y recuerda avisarles a tus amigos.
Ustedes pueden, como yo le digo, ustedes pueden ir y suscribirse allá para que les lleguen las notificaciones en lo que se llama JuanSabeloTodoDeportes.
Luces encendidas, ya se siente la presión. El estadio vibra fuerte con cada transmisión. Desde el fútbol hasta el calibre y el balón. Aquí vivimos cada jugada con pasión. Desde la cancha hasta la narración. Aquí no es solo juego, es emoción. Si suena el silbato, comienza la acción. Quédate conectado, sube el volumen, campeón. No olvides suscribirte para no perderte ninguno de mis eventos. Si eres fanático de los deportes, mi canal.
In the red corner for the Houston Hitmen.
Tenemos las mujeres peleando otra vez, regresando al ring.
Right, the German Gypsy against Latrivia Pierce. As New York City off to a great start.
Pierce hoping to change those fortunes. She's 3-1 as a pro. This is her TBL debut. She had a win outside of the TBL in just the 13th of March, so not that long ago. And Katharina Lehner, boy, she's had experience in everything. Pro experience, bare knuckle, and one fight in the TBL, but she hasn't been here since 2024.
We've got Amelia Moore standing by with a special guest. Take it away, Amelia.
Hey, Dave, we are down here in the bullpen with Cassius Chaney. He's actually a former teammate of mine with the Boston Butchers, and we saw each other a little bit earlier when he was getting warmed up. I just wanted to, you're here with your debut for the NYC Attitude, and what brought you over to the NYC Attitude?
Coach Benny and I had already been in a little contact, and I just told him that if it worked for my schedule, I would do it, and it worked for my schedule. So I said, you know what, I'll shake some rust off, come and be around some good energy.
You know how it is, boxers. We have to always have the little flavor here and there. And right now, we were talking a little bit about what you're doing outside of the ring, working with a youth program.
Yeah, I work at the Waterford Country School. I just started, so I'm only like 5 days in as a personal aid, and I'm enjoying it.
Que él lo está haciendo de corazón, que le gusta.
Allow me to be able to do this. You know, I took the last 2 days off, so
que también le permite hacer este deporte que
do my job. So I'm enjoying it, and I had one of the best teachers. What's up, Chanel? So cool. Yeah.
That's fantastic. And a lot of times we don't get the opportunity to be able to exercise other facets ourselves. So, man, that's so awesome to be able to see you reconnect. I can't wait to see you later on. You're going to be in the middle rounds and in the money rounds, man. Go get it. Thank you. Dave is back in the ring, Dave. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Amelia. Yes, a lot of good, engaging and intriguing stories of the boxers as people.
Yeah, very much. And because there are so many boxers on Team Boxing any given night, you're going to get a bunch of those kinds of stories. It's a fascinating group of folks.
Always amazing in a way how they got here and what they do outside. Yeah. It's such a melting pot from different disciplines, and then you get a lot of things that you do outside.
Well, as evidenced by Katharina Lehner here from Germany, lives in Cologne. Here she is in the team boxing, and she has had a pretty good round here against Latrivia Pierce. She's established the jab pretty well, and has mixed in some right hands as well.
Good boxing skills by her, utilizing height and reach.
She had one fight in the TBL back in 2024, now making her return, hoping she can help the NYC Attitude get back to another championship match. Good right by Lehner. She's really controlled the geography of this round and had herself a good round.
Looks pretty satisfied with the effort. Yeah, really did a nice job and basically cutting the ring in two.
Pierce had some good moments early and there she was using the jab, Pierce trying to set the right hands up, but then later kind of came back in the round. In the second part of the round, as you see her use her own jab, seemed like it favored her. We'll see whether that was enough to get her the decision or Pierce's kind of fairly good early start will carry the day.
The winner of this round by the score of 1-0 in the blue corner for the NYC Attitude, the German Gypsy, Katarina.
All right, so 6-0 for New York. Good effort by Lehner.
This round brought to you by Serenity Springs Recovery Center, a place of recovery and self-discovery. Round 6 is in the welterweight division. In the blue corner for the NYC Attitude, Adonis Wilkins. In the red corner for the Houston Hitmen, Manuel, the Venezuelan monster, Sangroni.
Right, the international flair, the German Gypsy, and now the Venezuelan monster. Back to back.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Adonis Wilkins facing another left-hander. He lost in his season opener against a lefty, Isaiah Johnson. So he'd like to turn that around against Sangroni. Sangroni making his TBL debut.
Trying to come right at Wilkins here. Has a 2-0 pro career.
Wilkins landed a very nice right hand just a moment ago, and he's going to want to try that. He did try to use that against Johnson. He just had a hard time getting there. And he also lost to another lefty, like Gene Johns, in the season opener. So he wants to get off the snide against these left-handers.
Get off the snide, then hopefully not see them for too long after that.
I stand corrected. He beat Johns in that fight, so he won that fight. And but still, the lefties are troubling.
Been a good start to this one. Sangroni trying to get inside that jab hand, and then there's for Wilkins, the right hand lead is beckoning.
Yeah, he's tried it a lot, and he adds the left hook in there as well. So maybe the Johns fight where he came back and did win against the lefty has fueled him tonight, because he's performing pretty well, even though Sangroni's had some good moments.
Good body shot here by Sangroni.
And the repeated right hands by Wilkins and the combination punching. Very impressive so far in this round.
Took a right hook after he landed a two-punch combination that appeared to be giving him some distance in this fight as far as dominance.
The 22-year-old Sangroni is an aggressive fighter, and in his pro fights he has been, and he had one fight he won by knockout, but he's had a hard time piercing the defense of Wilkins in this fight.
We're seeing a lot of that tonight, where even though this is an aggressive league, that the fighters that we're seeing win, best thing is they're not getting hit. The defense.
It's a very good point. Yeah. It's not always just the offense you can produce, but that was a very good performance by Wilkins. And we'll see some evidence of that here as we look back the hook, which was part of the problem for Sangroni, and the right hand from Will, because the right hand was really a signature punch. Even though Sangroni was able to get the right hook in and land a few punches during the course of that round, the question is, did he do enough?
The winner of this round by the score of 1-0, out of the red corner for the Houston Hitman.
Interesting.
Manuel, the Venezuelan monster, Sangroni.
Yeah, so
NYC leads 6-1.
And they rewarded the aggression, him coming forward.
Round 7 is in the heavyweight division. In the blue corner, for the NYC Attitude, Serbian national champion, silver medalist at the 2024 European Championships, Dusan Miletic. In the red corner, for the Houston Hitman, Nigel Williams.
Yeah. Miletic and Williams. Heard the credentials associated with Miletic.
He produced a war with Kanja Nathan in the season opener. He had very close loss, but they exchanged some big punches in that fight. And he won. He beat. He won in his first match last time out. And Williams is coming after him.
People expect the action from the heavyweights, and they're getting a good start to it.
And this league provides it, right? We've already seen this season some really good heavyweight matchups.
Continue to see guys like Kanja Nathan and Kai Brooks for Las Vegas. Lacey of Boston.
Yeah, Skylar Lacey. He's in a bunch of good fights. Good right hand by Nigel Williams. He's had some good offensive moments here in this round. Velic is the 30-year-old from Bosnia who really gets in some great fights, as we said, like the one against Nathan, because he can be hit, but he will throw a lot of big punches.
Yeah, look at where he holds his hands.
Yeah,
I dare you.
Yeah. I double dare you.
Miletic coming in, jabbing a right hand to the body, cutting off the ring pretty effectively here.
You know, Williams is a good inside fighter when he can get there. He's taking some shots from Velic just coming in. He lost to Adrian Taylor in the openings weekend for him, and it was a grueling fight on the inside. So if he gets in there, Williams can do some damage, and he has tonight a little bit.
Good chopping right hand by Miletic.
It's a good matchup.
It really is. The guy that you're just waiting for the thunder. 30 seconds to go. Will one of these fighters land a big one?
Could be a 4-pointer, right, if they do that.
This is the matchup that would encourage it. Good right hand by Miletic. Oh, as we were saying, the bombs have gone off late. At least 1 point.
Nigel Williams frustrated because he was having some good moments, and then that knockdown just altered this round. And he looked at me so disappointed, because otherwise it was a pretty good effort in that round by him. And we'll get a chance to look at it. Yeah, it was a right hand that kind of bounced off the top of his head. He was more off balance, but the punch did knock him down. So that was appropriate, and that is where he went down from that right hand, kind of off the right temple or the forehead. But
the winner of this round by the score of 2-0. In the blue corner for the NYC Attitude, JuanSabeloTodoDeportes.
So the second two-point round for the NYC Attitude punctuates what was a great launch round for them. They had some terrific performances during the course of the launch rounds. And to find out what's coming up on TBL, here's Dave Bontempo.
That's right, Al. Great start to this weekend, and we are all excited about what's happening in TBL. Second leg of this weekend, TBL is going to be Las Vegas and Philadelphia. Rematch of two great playoff teams from last year. The rivalry as well, as Las Vegas went into Philadelphia last year, beat Philly, got the unbeaten season. Now they've got Kai Brooks. Philadelphia has Jesse Hart. Both teams came from behind to win their opener. And you've got San Antonio and Los Angeles on the third leg of the TBL Fight Weekend.
It's great to be the NYC Attitude right now, 8-1 ahead after the launch round. Some consistency and some explosiveness for the defending champs. Dave Bontempo and Al Bernstein after a very good, pretty consistent effort by the Attitude.
Yeah, the Attitude, they showed power, they showed consistency, and they really dominated the launch rounds. You know, even in some spots where we thought Houston might pick it up.
Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the launch round, starting in round number 4 in the launch round, and this is New York City trying to add to their lead.
Yeah, Rodriguez against Alpo, and the right hook from Rodriguez, which had been a big part of his offensive arsenal, scored that knockdown where he just barely touched the canvas, but that counts as a knockdown. And then in round 7, we saw Dustin Velitic, who right at the end of this match, in what was a very close match, put Williams down, and that cemented a 2-point win for him.
All right, so great beginning for New York. Of course, we have the launch rounds, the middle rounds, and the money rounds. Middle rounds, what's got you excited? Round to watch.
Yeah, you know, I think in round 13, we're going to see a good one, but between Tessia Ivas-Tilly and also Andrew Stevens. And now they're cruiserweights. Stevens is coming up from 168 pounds to fight in the cruiserweight division and make his team boxing debut. We'll see how he does in this matchup.
All right, let's find out how he and the rest of his teammates do. Send it back inside to Patrick. Great.
Fans stream every moment of TBL Season 4 live on the Team Boxing League app. Available on Apple TV 4K, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, iPhone and Android devices. Don't miss a second of TBL action with the Team Boxing League app. Welcome to the middle round. Round 8 is in the featherweight division. In the blue corner, for the NYC Attitude, Abril Mulan Anguiano. In the red corner, for the Houston Hitman, Desiree Yanez.
Desiree Yanez has a nice story. Lost her parents 6 months apart a few years ago. Rallied from that, found MMA. She has a 7-5 record in that, and has come up and is 1-0 in slap fights. And it's a great thing to watch her do that. You stand across the table, you bear up, and you get hit, and you try to land the better shots. And she's come into here from so many different angles and so many different disciplines, and one of the many interesting journeys in the TBL.
And boy, she and Anguiano are going at it here in this round. Anguiano switching back and forth from righty to lefty to try and get things done offensively. And so is Yanez.
Yeah, they've got us off to a nice start. Now, we talked about Yanez and her journey. Let's take another look at closer look at how it's at 7-5 MMA. And new mom to a 1.5-year-old. That's also helped as a motivating factor for her. Talked about the different ways that she's come in here. I just love this can-do attitude, people coming in.
And I don't know, Dave, you and I do a lot of boxing. I don't remember a fight in which both fighters switched back and forth from lefty to righty as much as these two women have in just a round, mind you.
Yeah, almost on cue. You did it, I did it.
It's interesting, and it's obviously instinctive. You can't switch that much and have it be specific to what you're doing, I don't think.
Absolutely right. The instinctive part of it is you sense something and you go.
And they're both doing some good offensive work as well.
And then you wonder, ever, is it always based on what I'm doing? Or do I think she's doing something I can switch for?
They're switching so much, it's almost impossible to discern that. And I'm not even sure they're aware of that. Good left hand by Yanez gets in. Houston needs something to switch this around, and Yanez is giving them a good effort in this match. It's close. I think it's a close round, personally.
Are you a righty or a lefty? Depends on when you ask.
Anguiano had 2 losses last week, but that was to Rashida Ellis, who hardly ever loses in the team boxing league.
Almost doesn't count. When you look, it's okay, well, that was her. You know, that was, I'm going to come back and try to find other people now.
In fact, in reality, she does never lose in the team boxing league.
Spirited exchange. Women go 3 rounds. This is the first place where it happened was TBL last year. Not going to be an easy one for the judges.
It's going to be very, very tough. A lot of good offensive work by both women. Breaking an unofficial boxing record of switching.
Exactly.
And they're both very animated and excited over what they did, especially Abril Anguiano.
They're actually performing as if there's judging on this. Is it close? Let me do the dance.
The winner of this round by the score of 1-0, out of the blue corner for the NYC Attitude, Abril Mulan Anguiano.
Well, the fighter who switched won.
NYC leads 9-1.
And lost.
This round brought to you by Climax Moonshine Fire number 32, known to bring the heat. Round 9 is in the featherweight division. In the blue corner for the NYC Attitude, two-time Golden Gloves champion, current ABO regional champion, Alexander Castellano. In the red corner for the Houston Hitmen, Ishmael Bennett.
Well, a rematch of their first battle, which was won by Castellano, won by Castellano.
Effective boxing performance for him in that one.
Yeah, very good. He did great. He had a great jab, good left hook, and some good body work as well.
So now if you're Bennett, the adjustment factor comes in. You have to try to get started faster, try to get closer, distance-wise. Try to make it uncomfortable for Castellano. Kept him at the end of his jab in the first one.
Bennett did, as we see now, he's been trying to get that offense motivated against Jorge De Jesus in the season opener for him when he lost 2 matches. It was a hard time for him to get that offense going, and he had the same problem against Castellano in the last match. But you can feel him being a little more aggressive here. He landed a good right hand to the body.
That's part of some of the interesting things that happen. You talk to your teammates, you talk to your coaches, and you say, hey, here's some adjustments you can make. You're going to fight this guy again in a half an hour, and try to focus a little bit more on this or that.
And Castellano's still landing his share of good shots. He landed a good right hand, but there's no question, Bennett, whether he's winning this round as we're halfway through is a question, but he has done better offensively than he did in the first match.
Yes, and that's been for him starting sooner, getting closer. Of course, Castellano has also stepped it up a notch. Good action here. They both unload. Good right hand by Castellano, and Bennett scored with a hook.
Yeah, Bennett slipped a couple of those right hands, and I was just about to compliment him on his defense when Castellano landed a beauty, but you can't make him miss all of them. And this is a great battle between these two right now.
Combination of adrenaline, intensity, accuracy,
and very well fought. No knockdown there.
They've got 20 seconds to make their case.
Yeah, and this one could well be in doubt.
Who will the judges decide has been the effective aggressor? They've both been good. Left hook there by Bennett.
Punctuated by a good left hook by Ishmael Bennett. And one thing he's going to take away from this match, probably his best performance so far of this season in the TBL. He's been 0-3 so far. This is where we had a Castellano go down, but that was not called a knockdown. So Ishmael Bennett takes that away from this match. Whether he won it, another question.
The winner of this round by the score of 1-0 out of the blue corner for the NYC Attitude, Alexander Castellano.
Well, Bennett made him earn it, and Castellano
NYC
did.
Leads 10-1. Round 10 is in the super lightweight division. In the blue corner for the NYC Attitude, the German Gypsy, Katharina Lehner. In the red corner for the Houston Hitmen,
Okay, so a rematch of a launch rounds battle won by the German gypsy, Lehner.
Trevia Pierce had a good beginning to their round, but things kind of went south a little bit as the round kept going. We'll see if she can get some momentum and sustain it, or if Lehner's momentum in that last round will take over.
Yeah, she'll be able to build on what she took away at the end of the fight. Lehner trying to get good position here, cut off the ring, force her opponent to go back the other way. Jab gets in by Lehner.
Pierce has been a little bit tentative in these rounds. Other than that beginning when she was more aggressive. Lehner's not landing a lot, but she's pushing her back and probably getting in a little more often right now. And sneaky right hand getting in for Lehner a couple times in this round.
Good double jab here by Lehner. And Pierce has been looking to react to Lehner to do her best work. I guess the next phase of your growth is learning how to get off first.
Yeah, in TBL for sure, because you only have that short period of time. This one a little bit more strategic than their first round earlier in the evening. Lehner doing some good combination work there.
Yeah, it hasn't been right out with fury. It's been a little bit of studying coming in. Lehner is closing the gap now and getting the edge on these exchanges.
And you know, when you're these older fighters in TBL, when you're 36, it might affect you in a pro match where you're going 4 or 6 rounds, but you only have 1 round here, so you're not as likely to have fatigue issues or anything that would be associated with your age necessarily like that. You can lay it all on the line for 1 round.
Yeah, it's more like learning the pace that you have to do.
Lehner's been coming forward most of this round, so, and Pierce not counterpunching that much, so I'm not sure if she could get a lot of credit for that.
No, it's a good, Lehner able to bottle her up. That may be what the judges look at.
Pierce, however, seems happy with her work.
Yes, she does.
And there were good moments in that round for her.
They had a relatively short turnaround time.
Round 5 into round 10. By the score of 1-0, out of the blue corner for the NYC Attitude, the German Gypsy, Katarina Lehner. NYC leads 11-1. Fans champions don't just train hard, they train consistently. Balance of Nature's new Killless Snacks help support energy, recovery, and performance. Go to balanceofnature.com and use code TEAM for 35% off your first order. Round 11 is in the welterweight division. In the blue corner for the NYC Attitude, Adonis Wilkins. In the red corner for the Houston Hitmen, Manuel, the Venezuelan Monster, Sangroni.
Wilkins and Sandroni getting ready to go. Amelia Moore has a special guest. Go ahead.
Hey guys, we're down here with Natalie. Such an impressive debut that you had 2 weeks ago. You looked amazing your last round. You do have another one to go in the money rounds. A lot of people want to know about your amateur background and kind of like what you accomplished and yeah.
Okay, amateur background. I have 47 wins and 6 losses. I'm a 14-time national champion. I do boxing with all my siblings. We're all multinational champions. And over time, USA boxing, amateur boxing got a little bit political and stuff, unfair. You're very unfair and misjudged rounds and competition and bouts. So I decided I didn't want to take any more losses, and I thought I should be a bigger person and go and take the bigger step into professional boxing.
Well, welcome, and you absolutely did show such amazing talent in your debut. We're so excited to see you in the next round. So actually, you just answered my question as far as looking forward to LA 28 and why you didn't stay. But the pros, making that journey completely yours, and what's your big aspiration for the pros outside of TBL?
Outside of TBL, I want to become a world champion, get some world title belts under my name, make it big, go against some well-known boxers, hopefully. I don't know, hopefully maybe spar some fight, people like Amanda Serrano maybe, go to MVP, get signed, yeah.
So this is the beginning of that journey, already showing such amazing promise. I'm so glad to be able to get you in front of the camera, do a little interview, and you guys stay tuned because she is in the money rounds and is going to give us a great performance.
Thank you.
Get us.
Okay, thank you, Amelia. And there's one other thing I think she wanted to tell her brother. So there, if she can do that.
Take that. Well, this was the first match between these two men was the one really good moment that Houston had in its has had tonight, and this one shaping up like a close one as well. Sandroni was able to get the decision in the first one. He's been pretty aggressive here too, with both men doing some good work.
And it was a really tough battle. Effective aggression was the question as to who would be judged that way. So, you know, they both know from that last decision that there's nothing they can leave out there.
Wilkins still looking for that right hand, which he did land in the last fight a little more effective than he has in this one, but and there he goes downstairs to the body as well.
A good spirited effort, just like the first time. And they're both trying to make their impression with the judges in the final seconds. A good one. Sandroni and Wilkins.
And I don't think this was going to be any easier than the first one was to judge. Both men, you can see, happy with their work. A lot of dancing here tonight. I have noticed, you know.
Yes, the Houston team came dancing in their introductions.
Yes, they did.
Sandroni hoping for a double. Wilkins thinking he got the split.
The winner of this round by the score of 1-0 out of the red corner for the Houston Hitmen, Manuel, the Venezuelan monster, Sandroni.
Sandroni makes it a double for Houston.
11-2.
All right, so the Houston Hitmen, they know who's coming up with the big points for them. They're hanging in there in New York, out to a good lead. We'll be back.
Houston Hitman, Devin Thorne.
All right, so can Houston build? What it just got with the victory.
Devin Thorne of Houston coming in off splitting in his season debut against Rafael Igbokwe.
Devin Thorne.
All right, so can Houston build? What it just got with the victory.
Devin Thorne of Houston coming in off splitting in his season debut against Rafael Igbokwe, and he won one, lost one, and he's hoping to get a win here tonight against McCalman, who's making his TBL debut.
Then go back to doing what he likes to do, work on cars. He has a Mustang that he's very, very fond of working on.
McCalman, as a pro, he's 17-2. He fought in March 5th, so not that long ago. He lost a 10-round decision to Moreno Fendero. And he has fought some really good fighters at 168. He's at 175 tonight. He lost to Diego Pacheco, who's one of the top fighters at 168.
Moving up is always interesting because, you know, it's your, you basically, sometimes you go back up to your walking around weight or almost there.
Yeah, a couple of boxers tonight. We saw one earlier moving up, and we're going to still have another one after this coming that is going to move up in weight. So, and McCalman switching lefty to righty here tonight, showing us what we saw with the ladies a couple of fights ago. Thorne has a good right hand, so he's going to be looking to land that punch.
Try to do it in the next minute and 15 seconds. We've had a lot of, there's something, we had a lot of loading up and not quite getting there.
Yeah, McCalman getting there. McCalman has a victory over Money Powell in the pro ranks outside of TBL. And of course, Money Powell, one of the better fighters here in the TBL.
That's a good signature when you get a win over a guy like that. And
both of these men, you made the point, Dave, they've been looking for that shot that will change things in this round, and it's led to them being a little cautious offensively. But neither has quite gotten it with that. McCalman with that nice jab.
And there's two ways to look at it. One, you say, okay, well, not a lot has happened yet. But then you say, with 20 seconds to go, if I do a little bit, I can steal this.
Yeah, we saw a knockdown late in from Veletic that changed around earlier.
So there's effective aggression, and in this case, it will be the perception of aggression. What do the judges like?
Well, Sean McCalman looks like he enjoyed his team boxing debut. There's some good offensive work for him. Not everything getting in, but seems happy with his effort. We'll find out if the judges agree.
You look busier even if you don't score as much as you want. The judges reward that.
Score of 1-0 out of the blue corner for the NYC Attitude, Sean McCalman.
And that helps Sean McCalman there.
NYC leads 12-2. This round brought to you by Serenity Springs Recovery Center, a place of recovery and self-discovery. Round 13 is in the cruiserweight division. In the blue corner, for the NYC Attitude, Tully Tessia Goliath Eves. In the red corner, for the Houston Hitmen, David Stevens.
Ives lives in New York City, trains with Cops and Kids with Coach Andre Rozier and Coach Nemo Lorick. Got a passion for boxing that started at 17 years of age. Won 2 IFBC belts and a Mega Brawl Championship at the TBL in 2025.
He's a veteran of TBL, and he split 2 fights in the season opener with Steve Cunningham Jr. When they fought Philadelphia.
They were good matchups.
Yeah, he's showed us the good right hand he has just a moment ago against David Stevens, who's making his TBL debut. He's been at 168, and you can see he is the smaller man in there. He normally fights at 168, not at cruiserweight, so he's jumping pretty far up to face Eves, and you know, we'll see how he handles the strength.
You do certain things for the team that you hope that it makes your team strong in a couple weight classes if you're willing to move up.
And he's faced some of the best. He's 15-2. He's faced some really good 168-pounders like Beck Mela Kuzlev, who's a big puncher. But again, it's lower than this. We'll see how he does here. He's standing in there against Tessia Eves.
Good jab gets in. He tries to pressure the pace. It's interesting. You just show your jab how you might make the guy back off and reset.
Eves looking for that right hand. He used that punch pretty effectively against Cunningham Jr., and he's looking for that punch right now. There's a lead punch.
They both stepped it up, sensing the final minute.
And Stevens has done a little bit better offensive work in the last 30 seconds of this round. Stevens, one of the good veterans that Houston was hoping would come in as new blood and create something for them. A younger fighter did that, Manuel Sangroni, coming on board here and getting 2 wins for Houston.
It's a nice thing to rally around. A double. So we'll see who gets the nod in this. There were some back and forth moments. Caution.
Neither fighter was wildly busy in that round, and we'll have to see if some of the offensive bursts from Stevens in the last part of the round has an impact. There's some of the good action on the inside with both men, and we did have some spurts like that in the round.
The winner of this round by the score of 1-0 out of the red corner for the Houston Hitmen, David Stevens.
That's a good way to get started.
NYC leads 12-3. Round 14 is in the heavyweight division. In the blue corner for the NYC Attitude, Cassius Chaney. In the red corner, for the Houston Hitmen, Ronnie Mayberry.
All right, so the capper in the middle rounds is right now Ronnie Mayberry, 5-0, 4 knockouts on the professional circuit, and Cassius Chaney.
Mayberry lost to Nagy Aguilera, a longtime veteran heavyweight that you and I have called fights of many times in pro boxing. And he's looking for his first TBL win. He's 0-4 in team boxing, Mayberry, so he'd like to get something done here against Chaney.
You might have been asking about him. There's a little closer look at Ronnie Mayberry. See his credentials at the 5-0 with the 4 knockouts, top 100 heavyweight fighter rankings, and the goal to be a boxing champion. So all of those things put him in good stead.
Well, he's undefeated so far as a pro outside of TBL. He'd like to get his first team boxing league win, though. And it's been Chaney very aggressive so far. He missed last season, Chaney, but now he's back with the team boxing league, and this is his first fight back with the league. And he's going to town here in this round. We see a lot of heavyweights where I think, I don't know about you, I'm looking forward to seeing all of them clash as the season goes on.
Yeah.
Chaney's showing us he's another one. He's 24-4 as a pro, so he's got a solid record there as well.
And we're going to be tracking the point scoring leaders. Like Kai Brooks is 8. We're going to see him soon. He's going to be going up, and yeah, how many knockouts in a row can he get?
Some awkward action. Chaney climbing over Ronnie Mayberry. You don't see that very often.
So by and large, the heavyweights in this league have responded to the call.
Yeah.
To be entertaining, be good. Even like Joey DeWaco, who's changed teams this year. He's a couple million social media hits on something he did last year.
Yeah, in a division where we sometimes associate it with not a lot of action when we see 10 and 12 round fights, but not here in the TBL. We see a lot of these rounds with lots of action. And Chaney's certainly doing his part here tonight, and has found a home for his uppercut in the last portion of this round.
That was a refreshing change from traditional boxing as well. As you have a 12-12 record of boxing. They say, okay, he's a journeyman. He's you're 12-12 in the TBL. You've had tough competition.
Absolutely.
You're an asset.
You're 100% right. That record means something completely different. And Chaney is that 500 fighter, but you can see he's getting the job done. And well, here comes Mayberry with probably his best moments of the round right at the end of it.
Came on late after Chaney had a very good performance most of the way. Take a look at the New York City club. Relaxed and in front. Hoping another point is coming their way.
By the score of 1-0, out of the blue corner for the NYC Attitude, Cassius Chaney.
So Cassius Chaney gets it done for New York. The Attitude builds the lead to double digits. It's been good action. It's been the Attitude on top. And the money rounds are coming our way in TBL week number 3.
luces encendidas ya se siente la presión. El estadio vibra fuerte con cada transmisión. Desde el fútbol hasta el cáliz y el balón, aquí vivimos cada jugada con pasión. Desde la cancha hasta la narración, aquí no es solo juego, es emoción. Si suena el silbato comienza la acción. Quédate conectado, sube el volumen, campeón. No olvides suscribirte para no perderte ninguno de mis eventos. Si eres fanático de los deportes, mi canal es el que debes seguir. Y recuerda avisarles a tus amigos. JuanSabeloTodoDeportes llegó para quedarse. Busca JuanSabeloTodoDeportes en YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, Instagram o Facebook. En YouTube primero estamos creciendo, en Twitch tendiendo, seguimos subiendo. Cada jugada la estamos viviendo. JuanSabeloTodo transmitiendo. En vivo, la pasión la llevo conmigo. En vivo, el deporte corre en mi sonido. Desde el soccer hasta basquetbol, con el fútbol bajo el sol. Wrestling, tenis, lo mejor. JuanSabeloTodo, puro motor. En vivo, la pasión la llevo conmigo. En vivo, el deporte corre en mi sonido. Desde el soccer hasta basquetbol, con el fútbol bajo el sol. Wrestling, tenis, lo mejor. JuanSabeloTodo, puro motor. En vivo, la pasión la llevo conmigo. En vivo, el deporte corre en mi sonido. Desde soccer hasta basquetbol, con el fútbol bajo el sol. Wrestling, tenis, lo mejor. JuanSabeloTodo, puro motor. Ahora sí, ahora seguimos aquí. La energía nunca va a morir. Cada partido listo para ti. Comenta, comparte, quédate en mí. No importa el marcador, aquí celebramos cada gol, cada strike, cada control. La vibra sube sin temor. Twitch encendido, público activo, YouTube creciendo, todo positivo. TikTok e Insta vienen después, pero aquí comenzamos otra vez. En vivo, la pasión la llevo conmigo. En vivo, el deporte corre en mi sonido. Hoy veo sobre el ring, con el crowd gritando win. Este stream no tiene fin. JuanSabeloTodo, let's begin. Sube la adrenalina, se siente la rutina. Streaming día tras día, construyendo disciplina. Somos familia deportiva, aquí la vibra es positiva. Si te gusta el juego real, este es tu canal. En vivo, la pasión la llevo conmigo. En vivo, el deporte corre en mi sonido. Desde soccer hasta basquetbol, con el fútbol bajo el sol. Wrestling, tenis, lo mejor. JuanSabeloTodo, puro motor. En vivo, la pasión la llevo conmigo. En vivo, el deporte corre en mi sonido. Desde soccer hasta basquetbol, con el fútbol bajo el sol. Wrestling, tenis, lo mejor. JuanSabeloTodo, puro motor. En vivo, la pasión la llevo conmigo. En vivo, el deporte corre en mi sonido. Desde soccer hasta basquetbol, con el fútbol bajo el sol. Wrestling, tenis, lo mejor. JuanSabeloTodo, puro motor. Hey, deporte en vivo. JuanSabeloTodo.
Seguimos en vivo. No olvides suscribirte para no perderte ninguno de mis eventos. Si eres fanático de los deportes, mi canal es el que debes seguir. Y recuerda avisarles a tus amigos.
Vamos a ver de mucha acción. La mayoría de los todo el mundo está nuevecito y se tiran mucha trompa y muchas cosas. Ustedes vieron un segundo sin acción.
Deporte en vivo. JuanSabeloTodo. Luces encendidas, ya se siente la presión. El estadio vibra fuerte con cada transmisión. Desde el fútbol hasta el calibre y el balón. Aquí vivimos cada jugada con pasión. Desde la cancha hasta la narración. Aquí no es solo juego, es emoción. Si suena el silbato, comienza la acción. Quédate conectado, sube el volumen, campeón. No olvides suscribirte para no perderte ninguno de mis eventos. Si eres fanático de los deportes, mi canal es el que debes seguir. Y recuerda avisarles a tus amigos. JuanSabeloTodoDeportes llegó para quedarse. Busca JuanSabeloTodoDeportes en YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, Instagram o Facebook. En YouTube primero estamos creciendo, en Twitch encendiendo, seguimos subiendo. Cada jugada la estamos viviendo. JuanSabeloTodo transmitiendo. En vivo, la pasión la llevo conmigo. En vivo, el deporte corre en mi sonido. Desde el soccer hasta basquetbol, con el fútbol bajo el sol. Wrestling, tenis, lo mejor. JuanSabeloTodo, puro motor. En vivo, la pasión la llevo conmigo. En vivo, el deporte corre en mi sonido. Desde el soccer hasta basquetbol, con el fútbol bajo el sol. Wrestling, tenis, lo mejor. JuanSabeloTodo, puro motor. En vivo, la pasión la llevo conmigo. En vivo, el deporte corre en mi sonido. Desde el soccer hasta basquetbol, con el fútbol bajo el sol. Wrestling, tenis, lo mejor. JuanSabeloTodo, puro motor. Ahora sí, ahora seguimos aquí. La energía nunca va a morir. Cada partido listo para ti. Comenta, comparte, quédate en mí. No importa el marcador, aquí celebramos cada gol, cada strike, cada control. La vibra sube sin temor. Twitch encendido, público activo, YouTube creciendo, todo positivo. TikTok e Insta vienen después, pero aquí comenzamos otra vez. En vivo, la pasión la llevo conmigo. En vivo, el deporte corre en mi sonido. Hoy un bebé sobre el ring, all scouts gritando win. Este stream no tiene fin. JuanSabeloTodo, sube la adrenalina, se siente la rutina. Streaming día tras día, construyendo disciplina. Somos familia deportiva, aquí la vibra es positiva. Si te gusta el juego real, este es tu canal.
Quedan menos de 5 segundos.
La pasión la llevo conmigo. El deporte corre en mi sonido. Desde soccer hasta basquetbol, con el fútbol bajo el sol. Wrestling, tenis, lo mejor. JuanSabeloTodo, puro motor. La pasión la llevo conmigo. El deporte corre en mi sonido. Desde soccer hasta basquetbol, con el fútbol bajo el sol. Wrestling, tenis, lo mejor. JuanSabeloTodo, puro motor. En vivo, la pasión la llevo conmigo. En vivo, el deporte corre en mi sonido. Desde soccer hasta basquetbol, con el fútbol bajo el sol. Wrestling, tenis, lo mejor. JuanSabeloTodo, puro motor.
14-3, 14-3.
Deporte en vivo. JuanSabeloTodo.
Seguimos en vivo. No olvides suscribirte para no perderte ninguno de mis eventos. Si eres fanático de los deportes, mi canal es el que debes seguir. Y recuerda avisarles a tus amigos.
La de la Nueva York, Natalie, viene de una familia de boxeadores que son todos boxeadores.
Deporte en vivo.
Todos han tenido campeonatos.
JuanSabeloTodo. Luces luces encendidas, ya se siente la presión. El estadio vibra fuerte con cada transmisión. Desde el fútbol hasta el calibre y el balón. Aquí vivimos cada jugada con pasión. Desde la cancha hasta la narración. Aquí no es solo juego, es emoción. Si suena el silbato, comienza la acción. Quédate conectado, sube el volumen, campeón. No olvides suscribirte para no perderte ninguno de mis eventos. Si eres fanático de los deportes, mi canal es el que debes seguir. Y recuerda avisarles a tus amigos. JuanSabeloTodoDeportes llegó para quedarse. Busca JuanSabeloTodoDeportes en YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, Instagram o Facebook. En YouTube primero estamos creciendo, en Twitch encendiendo, seguimos subiendo. Cada jugada la estamos viviendo. JuanSabeloTodo transmitiendo. En vivo, la pasión la llevo conmigo. En vivo, el deporte corre en mi sonido. Desde soccer hasta basquetbol, con el fútbol bajo el sol. Wrestling, tenis, lo mejor. JuanSabeloTodo, puro motor. En vivo, la pasión la llevo conmigo. En vivo, el deporte corre en mi sonido. Desde soccer hasta basquetbol, con el fútbol bajo el sol. Wrestling, tenis, lo mejor. JuanSabeloTodo, puro motor. En vivo, la pasión la llevo conmigo. En vivo, el deporte corre en mi sonido. Desde soccer hasta basquetbol, con el fútbol bajo el sol. Wrestling, tenis, lo mejor. JuanSabeloTodo, puro motor. Ahora sí, ahora seguimos aquí. La energía nunca va a morir. Cada partido listo para ti. Comenta, comparte, quédate en mí. No importa el marcador, aquí celebramos cada gol, cada strike, cada control. La vibra sube sin temor. Twitch encendido, público activo, YouTube creciendo, todo positivo. TikTok e Insta vienen después, pero aquí comenzamos otra vez. En vivo, la pasión la llevo conmigo. En vivo, el deporte corre en mi sonido. Hoy un beba es sobre el ring. All is crowd gritando win. Este stream no tiene fin. JuanSabeloTodo, sube la adrenalina. Se siente la rutina. Streaming día tras día. Construyendo disciplina. Somos familia deportiva. Aquí la vida es positiva. Si te gusta el juego real, este es tu canal. En vivo, la pasión la llevo conmigo. El deporte corre en mi sonido. Desde soccer hasta basquetbol, con el fútbol bajo el sol. Wrestling, tenis, lo mejor. JuanSabeloTodo, puro motor. La pasión la llevo conmigo. El deporte corre en mi sonido. Desde soccer hasta basquetbol, con el fútbol bajo el sol. Wrestling, tenis, lo mejor. JuanSabeloTodo, puro motor. La pasión la llevo conmigo. El deporte corre en mi sonido. Desde soccer hasta basquetbol, con el fútbol bajo el sol. Wrestling, tenis, lo mejor. JuanSabeloTodo, puro motor. Deporte en vivo. JuanSabeloTodo.
Seguimos en vivo. No olvides suscribirte para no perderte ninguno de mis eventos. Si eres fanático de los deportes, mi canal es el que debes seguir. Y recuerda avisarles a tus amigos.
JuanSabeloTodo. Deporte en vivo. Luces encendidas, ya se siente la presión. El estadio vibra fuerte con cada transmisión. Desde el fútbol hasta el calibre y el balón. Aquí vivimos cada jugada con pasión. Desde la cancha hasta la narración. Aquí no es solo juego, es emoción. Si suena el silbato, comienza la acción. Quédate conectado, sube el volumen, campeón. No olvides suscribirte para no perderte ninguno de mis eventos. Si eres fanático de los deportes, mi canal es el que debes seguir. Y recuerda avisarles a tus amigos. JuanSabeloTodoDeportes llegó para quedarse. Busca JuanSabeloTodoDeportes en YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, Instagram o Facebook. En YouTube primero estamos creciendo, en Twitch encendiendo, seguimos subiendo. Cada jugada la estamos viviendo. JuanSabeloTodo transmitiendo. En vivo, la pasión la llevo conmigo. En vivo, el deporte corre en mi sonido. Desde soccer hasta basquetbol, con el fútbol bajo el sol. Wrestling, tenis, lo mejor. JuanSabeloTodo, puro motor. En vivo, la pasión la llevo conmigo. En vivo, el deporte corre en mi sonido. Desde soccer hasta basquetbol, con el fútbol bajo el sol. Wrestling, tenis, lo mejor. JuanSabeloTodo, puro motor. La pasión la llevo conmigo. El deporte corre en mi sonido. Desde soccer hasta basquetbol, con el fútbol bajo el sol. Wrestling, tenis, lo mejor. JuanSabeloTodo, puro motor. Ahora sí, ahora seguimos aquí. La energía nunca va a morir. Cada partido listo para ti. Comenta, comparte, quédate en mí. No importa el marcador, aquí celebramos cada gol, cada strike, cada control. La vibra sube sin temor. Twitch encendido, público activo, YouTube creciendo, todo positivo. TikTok e Insta vienen después, pero aquí comenzamos otra vez. En vivo, la pasión la llevo conmigo. En vivo, el deporte corre en mi sonido. Hoy un bebé sobre el ring, con el crowd gritando win. Este stream no tiene fin. JuanSabeloTodo, let's begin. Sube la adrenalina, se siente la rutina. Streaming día tras día, construyendo disciplina. Somos familia deportiva, aquí la vibra es positiva. Si te gusta el juego real, este es tu canal. En vivo, la pasión la llevo conmigo. En vivo, el deporte corre en mi sonido. Desde soccer hasta basquetbol, con el fútbol bajo el sol. Wrestling, tenis, lo mejor. JuanSabeloTodo, puro motor. En vivo, la pasión la llevo conmigo. En vivo, el deporte corre en mi sonido. Desde soccer hasta basquetbol, con el fútbol bajo el sol. Wrestling, tenis, lo mejor. JuanSabeloTodo, puro motor. En vivo, la pasión la llevo conmigo. En vivo, el deporte corre en mi sonido. Desde soccer hasta basquetbol, con el fútbol bajo el sol. Wrestling, tenis, lo mejor. JuanSabeloTodo, puro motor.
Estamos en el round 18, mi gente. Y tenemos los boxeadores, se ven que están en el peso.
JuanSabeloTodo.
Seguimos en vivo. No olvides suscribirte para no perderte ninguno de mis eventos. Si eres fanático de los deportes, mi canal es el que debes seguir. Y recuerda avisarles a tus amigos.
Ok, manteniendo el deporte de boxeo vivo, mi gente, para la nueva generación. Y eso es lo que estamos haciendo aquí.
¡Deporte en vivo!
trayéndose este programa con
Juan Sabelo todo. Luces encendidas, ya se siente la presión. El estadio vibra fuerte con cada transmisión. Desde el fútbol hasta el calibre y el balón. Aquí vivimos cada jugada con pasión. Desde la cancha hasta la narración. Aquí no es solo juego, es emoción. Si suena el silbato, comienza la acción. Quédate conectado, sube el volumen, campeón. No olvides suscribirte para no perderte ninguno de mis eventos. Si eres fanático de los deportes, mi canal es el que debes seguir. Y recuerda avisarles a tus amigos. Juan Sabelo Todo Deporte llegó para quedarse. Busca Juan Sabelo Todo Deporte en YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, Instagram o Facebook. En YouTube primero estamos creciendo, en Twitch tendiendo, seguimos subiendo. Cada jugada la estamos viviendo. Juan Sabelo Todo transmitiendo. En vivo, la pasión la llevo conmigo. En vivo, el deporte corre en mi sonido. Desde el soccer hasta basquetbol, con el fútbol bajo el sol.
Un jab directamente a la cara. Los dos y le encuentra la quijada y buen derechazo que le devuelve para acá a Ramito de la esquina roja, acusando ese estilo de boxeo de Nueva York, de azul, así, tenemos los rojos que
la pasión la llevo conmigo.
llevando su bolseo como debe, de una forma.
El deporte corre en mi sonido. Desde soccer hasta basquetbol, con el fútbol bajo el sol. Wrestling, tenis, lo mejor. Juan Sabelo Todo, puro motor. Ahora sí, ahora seguimos aquí. La energía nunca va a morir. Cada partido listo para ti. Comenta, comparte, quédate en mí. No importa el marcador, aquí celebramos cada gol. Cada strike, cada control. La vibra sube sin temor. Twitch encendido, público activo. YouTube creciendo, todo positivo. TikTok e Insta vienen después, pero aquí comenzamos otra vez. En vivo, la pasión la llevo conmigo. En vivo, el deporte corre en mi sonido. Hoy un bebé sobre el ring, con el crowd gritando win. Este stream no tiene fin. Juan Sabelo Todo, let's begin. Sube la adrenalina, se siente la rutina. Streaming día tras día, construyendo disciplina. Somos familia deportiva, aquí la vibra es positiva. Si te gusta el juego real, este es tu canal.
Todo el tiempo,
La pasión la llevo conmigo. El deporte corre en mi sonido. Desde soccer hasta basquetbol, con el fútbol bajo el sol. Wrestling, tenis, lo mejor. Juan Sabelo Todo, puro motor. La pasión la llevo conmigo.
Le voy a pedir una disculpa ahí, se me olvidó quitar la
Even while
música.
Belichick is doing good work off the ropes, that right hand of Williams, that one, there's another one. He was able to get some of those in. Maybe not enough to win the round, we'll see.
The winner of this round by the score of 1-0. Out of the blue corner for the NYC Attitude.
He got going good late, but Belichick keeps it going for New York.
NYC leads 18-3.
Esta gente vinieron en serio a ganarse todos los puntos y a llevárselo todito. Veamos que este ring está muy bien formado.
All right, so New York continues to glide, and Houston tries to make some noise as we come down to the final home stretch of the money rounds. Back with more in a moment. TBL.
Ellos regresan ahora y así como yo tengo que también poner la otra música, mi gente. Ojalá que no se me olvide quitarla. Y vamos viendo que la música esa, yo no tengo licencia
Juan Sabelo Todo.
para esas otras músicas. Oiga, con eso dicho,
Deporte en vivo.
dése cuenta que arriba
Juan Sabelo todo. Luces encendidas, ya se siente la presión. El estadio vibra fuerte con cada transmisión. Desde el fútbol hasta el calibre y el balón. Aquí vivimos cada jugada con pasión. Desde la cancha hasta la narración. Aquí no es solo juego, es emoción. Si suena el silbato, comienza la acción. Quédate conectado, sube el volumen, campeón. No olvides suscribirte para no perderte ninguno de mis eventos. Si eres fanático de los deportes, mi canal es el que debes seguir. Y recuerda avisarles a tus amigos. Juan Sabelo Todo Deporte llegó para quedarse. Busca Juan Sabelo Todo Deporte en YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, Instagram o Facebook. En YouTube primero estamos creciendo, en Twitch tendiendo, seguimos subiendo. Cada jugada la estamos viviendo. Juan Sabelo Todo transmitiendo. En vivo, la pasión la llevo conmigo. En vivo, el deporte corre en mi sonido. Desde el soccer hasta basquetbol, con el fútbol bajo el sol. Wrestling, tenis, lo mejor. Juan Sabelo Todo, puro motor. En vivo, la pasión la llevo conmigo. En vivo, el deporte corre en mi sonido. Desde el soccer hasta basquetbol, con el fútbol bajo el sol. Wrestling, tenis, lo mejor. Juan Sabelo Todo, puro motor. En vivo, la pasión la llevo conmigo. En vivo, el deporte corre en mi sonido. Desde el soccer hasta basquetbol, con el fútbol bajo el sol. Wrestling, tenis, lo mejor. Juan Sabelo Todo, puro motor. Ahora sí, ahora seguimos aquí. La energía nunca va a morir. Cada partido listo para ti. Comenta, comparte, quédate en mí. No importa el marcador, aquí celebramos cada gol.
You actually follow boxing. Is it like casual, or you follow boxing?
It's a bit casual. It's not as deep as I wanted to, but I'm a huge fan of it for sure.
Okay, so, I mean, we're both in the hurt sports, right? NFL, football, boxing, very much a hurt sport. What is the mentality that you see that kind of echoes what it's like to be out there on the field that the boxers have in the ring?
Yeah, no, most definitely. The second you step in between these lines, same thing on the field, man. The second you step in between those lines, man, your competitive nature, man, your kill or be killed mode kicks in. And it's all or nothing, man. And I'm seeing it from these fighters, man. Everybody is completely giving it their absolute all, man, showing complete dominant skills on both ends, offense and defensive. So it's a huge honor to be a part of this team, man. And
so, having been to other traditional pro fights, how do you feel about this concept?
No, it's huge. It's very unique. Obviously, it gives you a chance to see boxers work their skill set in a short bit of time, man, and gauntlet style. So to see everything that they learned from the last round, and going forward, and how they picked up on it, and to the new game, is everything that you can ask for.
Okay, so if we gave you 3 months, are you stepping in the ring or not?
I'm a part of it. I'm a part of it. You give me 3 months, I'm going there. However it play out, man, I want to go there and see what happens.
Amazing, man. I'm so awesome to have you here. Thank you for jumping on, supporting Houston, supporting boxing, and just giving us a little bit of time.
Damn right, now appreciate y'all.
Thank you guys. Get us back in the ring. Let's finish out tonight with a bang.
Thanks, Amelia. It sounds like a semi-commitment that'll be pushed into that. That's pretty good getting an NFL perspective, athlete to athlete, on what we're seeing here. All right, Dave Bontempo and Al Bernstein with you. 18-3, New York over Houston. Good night for the attitude. Houston's been in all of these fights.
Yeah, you know, it's for all the dominance that the attitude has shown. There have been a number of matches very, very close in which the Houston fighters have been competitive. And these two women, we mentioned the fact that they have unique styles in which they're switching a lot. They're both doing some good offensive work. Angriano won the first one, and she seems to be doing a little bit more better offensively in this one as well. But Yanez keeps trying, he keeps landing some shots of her own.
Good work from the outside here by the New York fighter. And Yanez spirited everywhere she goes. But she enjoys the thrill of the competition, regardless of what goes on. Shake, little bake.
she competed very well tonight.
Now the opposing shake and bake. Here you go, the dance off.
The winner of this round by the score of 1-0. Out of the blue corner for the NYC Attitude,
with the dance team of Abril and Desiree.
This round brought to you by Serenity Springs Recovery Center, a place of recovery and self-discovery. Round 20 is in the cruiserweight division. In the blue corner for the NYC Attitude, Tali Tessia Goliath Eves. In the red corner for the Houston Hitmen, David Stevens.
So David Stevens will try to do for Houston what Manuel Sangroni did in getting a double. He defeated the New York fighter the first time out.
Yeah, he beat Eves in a very, very close round. And we'll see if he can continue that. And we mentioned Steven came in here with his in his debut on team boxing with a 15-2 record. He'd faced very fine fighters at 168, but tonight he's stepping all the way up to cruiserweight and equipped himself well in the first round. And he's doing it again, but Eves is punching back.
There's a closer look at Tali. Talk about the personalities in the game. He trains at Cops and Kids with Andre Rozier. Won a few belts along the way. Goals to win a title. Give him a thumbs up for that.
Wow.
A lot of different ways to get there. Individual titles in TBL, traditional boxing. Just be motivated and driven.
You know, in these 2 rounds between these 2 men, one of the things we're noting is that David Stevens, I mentioned he's 15-2 as a pro. He's fought very top opposition at 168 in the world. Eves only won 1-1 in pro boxing beyond TBL. Stevens is a guy who has been in against tougher competition than Eves, and some of that's showing even with the weight disadvantage that Stevens is facing.
Yeah, like the intensity of the body shot. Yeah. Good quality on the body shot. Driving Eves back.
Eves has had a little bit of a tough time getting his offense in rhythm. In these 2 rounds, he's faced Stevens.
Stevens has shown some good aggression here, tying up when he's not scoring. Good left hook by Tali.
David Stevens desperately trying to unentangle himself from the referee. That was interesting. A little annoyed with the ref, and the ref gets annoyed with him.
Come on, you're costing me here.
Yeah, I only got 3 minutes here to make that case.
Some leaping shots by Tali.
Yeah, tried a good left hook there. We'll see how this one plays out.
Stevens was pretty effective fighting on the inside.
He was, and we'll see if he can repeat his victory. An example. Eves Tali on the inside landing some pretty good left hooks, but Stevens had done some good work as well. Both men throwing and being aggressive on the inside, and Stevens sneaks in a right hand.
The winner of this round by the score of 1-0, out of the red corner for the Houston Hitmen, David Stevens.
So David Stevens and Manuel Sangroni will have a double.
19-4.
All right, so we'll go to our final match. Sean McCalman and Devin Thorne.
El último combate de esta
Round
noche.
21 is in the light heavyweight division. In the blue corner for the NYC Attitude, Sean McCalman. In the red corner for the Houston Hitmen, Devin Thorne.
As they get ready to go, we'll remind you that connected TV users with Apple TV, Amazon Fire, Roku, Samsung, and LG can download the TBL app for their device and watch both live action and previous matches on demand. TBL is also seen on YouTube, the TBL app and website, and in Spanish on the Estrella Network and Fast Channel.
No sé lo que está pasando aquí, pero yo pensaba
Waiting to see what the delay is, whether it's a technical issue on tape or something else. This fight shuffled in and replaced another one, so the fighters may not have been up to speed on that.
And yeah, they're getting still some gloving up going on for McCallum. Rematch of these two men previously in the evening, in which Sean McCallum won his first Team Boxing League match in his debut. And Devin Thorne moves his record to 1-2 after that last round. He'd like to, in team boxing, he'd like to get to 500.
Reminder on April 11, Las Vegas and Philadelphia, the barn burner. We were talking about early on in the league.
We're looking forward to that. That's going to be exciting, and one of the matches I think everybody had circled early in the season in team boxing.
Vegas went into Philly last year as a slight underdog to many and came out with the win, and that propelled the unbeaten season for Vegas.
And they and their coach David Anthony had a great season last year, that's for sure, and they're looking for big things this year in the TBL. Well, they almost have Sean McCalman ready to go here.
I think so.
Trying to repeat his victory this evening.
All right, so McCalman and Thorne be the final event of the evening.
McCalman switched a bit in their first encounter earlier this evening from lefty to righty. He starts out as a righty here. Thorne has a very good right hand. It didn't get a lot of big ones in that earlier encounter this evening, but he would love to find a home for that.
And the final match of the night, why not cut loose?
Yeah, exactly. He's trying to get himself back to 500 in team boxing to get to 2-2. He's 6-1 as a pro with 5 KOs beyond team boxing.
There's some good work by McCalman on the outside, and a sneaky right hand got in.
Yeah, McCalman has faced some really superb 168-pounders and light heavyweights, including Diego Pacheco. He lost to him, but in his 17-2 record in professional boxing, before he got into team boxing, very solid fighter. And now he does switch to lefty.
And even as a lefty, he's trying to cut off the ring, making the stylistic adjustments necessary.
Directamente a la quijada del rojo, conectada a las dos, una atrás de la otra.
McCalman has used the jab pretty effectively as a rangefinder and as a weapon of his own, and maybe a little more in the lefty stance even than as a righty.
De la ciudad de Nueva York pelea de los dos lados.
We'll go back to righty and we can compare.
A la derecha también,
Final minute.
Y se dejó coger una esquina.
Of the
se
final
dejó coger
matchup.
una esquina y rojo.
McCalman
está
and
jugando el
Thornton
ring.
get the sense it's still up for grabs.
Yeah, the thing about McCalman in this round, though, is he's been more active, a little bit more volume from him. We'll see if that is what tips the scales. Thornton got off to a pretty good start early in the round, but has been a little dormant offensively.
Y eso que Thornton tiene un derechazo, que no se puede descuidar tampoco la ciudad de Nueva York.
McCalman on the outside, popping the jab, keeping a distance.
Sean McCalman has been a good addition to the NYC attitude here tonight. He could be headed for a two-man evening potentially here.
Big right hand just missed.
Tenemos también deporte para este fin de semana, mi gente, y la otra semana bastante deporte para la próxima semana.
All right, so they get to the wire. Was a good outing for McCalman. Effective on the outside.
Y recuerden de visitar a JuanSabeloTodoDeportes con la S animación todos
for the NYC Attitude, Sean McCalman.
All right, so
our final score here tonight, the NYC Attitude 20, the Houston Hitmen
to 4.
Finale with our stars of the night next.
For the NYC Attitude, as you take a look at Houston, where NYC came in and did a great job tonight. We'll see you.
Seguimos en vivo. No olvides suscribirte para no perderte ninguno de mis eventos. Si eres fanático de los deportes, mi canal es el que debes seguir. Y recuerda avisarles a tus amigos.
De aplicaciones, celulares, de WhatsApp, de todo, de todo, mi gente, de todo, mi gente, de todo.
Juan Sabelo todo. Luces encendidas, ya se siente la presión. El estadio vibra fuerte con cada transmisión. Desde el fútbol hasta el calibre y el balón. Aquí vivimos cada jugada con pasión. Desde la cancha hasta la narración. Aquí no es solo juego, es emoción. Si suena el silbato, comienza la acción. Quédate conectado, sube el volumen, campeón. No olvides suscribirse para no perderte ninguno de mis eventos. Si eres fanático de los deportes, mi canal es el que debes seguir. Y recuerda avisarles a tus amigos. Juan Sabelo Todo Deporte llegó para quedarse. Busca Juan Sabelo Todo Deporte en YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, Instagram o Facebook. En YouTube primero estamos creciendo, en Twitch encendiendo, seguimos subiendo. Cada jugada la estamos viviendo. Juan Sabelo Todo transmitiendo.
También es primera vez para este la llevo conmigo.
aquí, la energía nunca va a morir. Cada partido listo para ti. Comenta, comparte, quédate en mí. No importa el marcador, aquí celebramos cada gol, cada strike, cada control. La vibra sube sin temor. Twitch encendido, público activo, YouTube creciendo, todo positivo. TikTok e Insta vienen después, pero aquí comenzamos otra vez. En vivo, en vivo, la pasión la llevo conmigo. En vivo, en vivo, el deporte corre en mi sonido. Hoy bebé sobre el ring, hey, hey. College crowd gritando win, hey, hey. Este stream no tiene fin, Juan sabelo todo, let's begin. Sube la adrenalina, se siente la rutina. Streaming día tras día, construyendo disciplina. Somos familia deportiva, aquí la vibra es positiva. Si te gusta el juego real, este es tu
de Venezuela.
En vivo, la pasión la llevo conmigo. En vivo, el deporte corre en mi sonido. Desde soccer hasta basquetbol, con el fútbol bajo el sol. Wrestling, tenis, lo mejor. Juan sabelo todo, puro motor. La pasión la llevo conmigo. El deporte corre en mi sonido. Desde soccer hasta basquetbol, con el fútbol bajo el sol. Wrestling, tenis, lo mejor. Juan sabelo todo, puro motor. La pasión la llevo conmigo. El deporte corre en mi sonido. Desde soccer hasta basquetbol, con el fútbol bajo el sol. Wrestling, tenis, lo mejor. Juan sabelo todo, puro motor. Hey, hey. Deporte en vivo. Hey, hey. Juan sabelo todo.
Seguimos en vivo. No olvides suscribirte para no perderte ninguno de mis eventos. Si eres fanático de los deportes, mi canal es el que debes seguir. Y recuerda avisarles a tus amigos.
Dándole las gracias a la gente que vinieron de Houston a participar en este evento y que gracias por su lealtad.
Luces encendidas, ya se siente la presión. El estadio vibra fuerte con cada transmisión. Desde el fútbol hasta el calibre y el balón.
Ya tú sabes que van a pelear con los de Boston y ese es el equipo de
desde la
que
cancha hasta la narración. Aquí no es solo juego, es emoción.
Ay,
Si
ay,
suena
ay,
el silbato,
ay,
comienza
ay,
la
ay.
acción.
Le
Quédate
tiro una
conectado,
indirecta ahí,
sube el
le tiro
volumen,
una indirecta
campeón.
que
No
no
olvides
se
suscribirte para no perderte ninguno de mis eventos. Si eres fanático de los deportes, mi canal es el que debes seguir. Y recuerda avisarles a tus amigos. Juan Sabelo Todo Deporte llegó para quedarse. Busca Juan Sabelo Todo Deporte en YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, Instagram o Facebook. En YouTube primero estamos creciendo, en Twitch encendiendo, seguimos subiendo. Cada jugada la estamos viviendo. Juan Sabelo Todo transmitiendo. En vivo, la pasión la llevo conmigo. En vivo, el deporte corre en mi sonido. Desde soccer hasta basquetbol, con el fútbol
Este es que estaba peleando, mi gente, en ese sentido. Para mí no es el estilo formal de un boxeador, pero ganó el round. En los primeros, en el evento que yo me perdí, porque usted sabe, mi gente, que tuve que coger un receso. Cosas personales.
La pasión la llevo conmigo. El deporte corre en mi sonido. Desde soccer hasta basquetbol, con el fútbol bajo el sol. Wrestling, tenis, lo mejor. Juan Sabelo todo, puro motor. Ahora sí, ahora seguimos aquí. La energía nunca va a morir. Cada partido listo para ti. Comenta, comparte, quédate en mí. No importa el marcador, aquí celebramos cada gol, cada strike, cada control. La vibra sube sin temor. Twitch encendido, público
activo, YouTube creciendo, todo positivo, TikTok e Insta vienen después, pero aquí comenzamos otra vez. La pasión la llevo conmigo,
y que entró con ese
el deporte corre en mi sonido. Hoy un beba es sobre el ring, College crowd gritando win. Este stream no tiene fin. Juan Sabelo todo.
Estoy aprendiendo siempre cuando estoy
sube la adrenalina.
Que cada pelea es una experiencia diferente y se aprende algo de cada pelea diferente.
Construyendo disciplina. Somos familia deportiva.
Que esa actitud de
la vibra es positiva.
Si
te gusta el juego real, este es tu canal. En vivo.
Entonces esto se ha llegado a sus finales. Le digo yo a ustedes gracias por su tiempo.
El deporte corre en mi sonido. Desde soccer hasta basquetbol. Con el fútbol bajo el sol. Wrestling, tenis, lo mejor. Juan Sabelo todo.